$260. Yes, that is a very odd price tag for the new LEGO Harry Potter Collector's Edition Burrow set. Let's grade the set out of 100 and figure out all the reasons to pay that $260 price tag or to just leave the set altogether. Do you remember back in 2002 when we saw Ron Weasley rescue Harry Potter from 4 Privet Drive in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? Well, Ron Weasley takes Harry Potter back to his family home in the English countryside of Devon, England, which is right here if you were wondering. That's about a 3.5-hour drive from Surrey County where Harry was located, but with the help of a 1960s Ford Anglia, they might have been able to chop that flight down to about an hour. The Weasley family and their amazing rickety home that is somehow standing in this movie has enchanted fans for over 2 decades, and now it's time to take a deep dive into the most detailed remake of this home in LEGO form to date. First, I ordered these sets day one. LEGO did run some killer promotions in my opinion with this set, which definitely helped blunt the cost for me. First, we have the Draco in the Forbidden Forest poly bag, which is a nice little set. Next is the Borgin and Burke's Flu Network, which is a nice addition to the Burrow set. You have the usable Flu Network in this set as well, and a Lucius Malfoy minifigure, which is nice. I thought this was a really nice GWP for the Burrow, but it's not going for crazy prices on eBay, at least right now. So if you want to pick up a copy, do that. Lastly was my favorite GWP and also the most expensive, this collectible Weasley clock. Really nice packaging. It's got a really nice heavy-duty gold stand that makes it very easy to place the Weasley clock right into it. The clock is magnetic, so it can be placed elsewhere if you would like, and then the clock hands on the clock actually do spin as well, which is cool. One last thing I do want to bring up, though, are these collectible Harry Potter prints that are in the reward center. You get 4 prints for 1,600 points, which is about $12 to $13, which is not bad at all in my opinion. I ended up grabbing the set just because of the cheap price. Mine came shipped in great condition, and I was actually very impressed by the quality of the prints and just the overall look of the posters. For 4 posters in total, after seeing them, I think these are a really good deal. The quality of the printing is really good, and if you're a Harry Potter fan, I think these are something that you should definitely have in your collection. They are still available in the reward center, so you can go get them while supplies last. You do have to ship them with another LEGO purchase though, so keep that in mind. Now it's time to jump into these minifigures. You're going to get 10 in total, all of which are exclusive to this set. This is the first time we are getting the entire Weasley family in minifigure form, which is awesome. First, we get Arthur and Molly Weasley, which both look very nice. Arthur has the option for the regular hairpiece or this nice cone hat, which is fun. Molly has probably some of the best printing of all the minifigures here on her torso and on her pants. I especially like her arm printings, giving us that fun look of Molly's hand-knit yarn sleeves from the movie. Next is Bill and Charlie, and this is actually the first time we're getting these two in minifigure form. Bill looks relatively plain as a minifigure, but does look pretty true to the actual character with his nice vest. Charlie looks better in my opinion, still kind of plain, but the torso printing looks really nice, and he does come with a dragon egg accessory. Next is Percy. We have only had one other minifigure version of Percy in the past, which comes in this spellbinding guide to Hogwarts houses. Good looking minifigure and does again look true to the movie form. Fred and George are next. Both are wearing their sweater vest from the movie, and again, relatively simple with no printing on the legs or arms. Ron and Ginny both have their respective outfits from the initial Burrow scene, with Ron having his patterned button-down shirt and Ginny with her blue and purple bathrobe. And then lastly, you have Harry Potter in the Burrow, which you have to have, as he is the big rescued visitor. Harry's shirt also has the stripes from the movie, and I really like this alternate face print with all the soot from the Flu Network. The minifigures are solid, but I wouldn't call any of them amazing. You do get a couple first-time minifigures, which is nice, but again, a lot of them are pretty plain. Molly, again, is probably the best because she has the most detail. With that being said, grading the minifigures, you got a possible total grade of 20 on the minifigures. I'm going to put it a little bit lower. I'm going to put it at 15 out of 20. So the build of the set was a lot of fun. It's the largest burrow we have gotten to date at 2,405 pieces. We have 3 previous versions of the burrow. This was the first one we got back in 2010 for $60 with 568 pieces. Then we got a tack on the burrow in 2020 for $100, and that one had 1,047 total pieces. And then we had this micro build version in the 2022 Harry Potter Advent Calendar. This 2024 version is a lot larger with 24 bags. We get 3 instruction manuals for the build, and then it comes with 2 full sticker sheets. I don't love that many stickers typically in a Lego set, but it does bring a lot of life to the different scenes in the burrow, which we will see here shortly. Starting with the exterior, you're going to start off the build by building this movie-accurate pig pen with stone walls on the exterior of the home. It includes 2 pigs along with this trough to eat, and then some nice flowers and greenery surrounding. You also get some nice greenery, mushrooms, and then this ladybug at the entrance to the burrow. Now, the fun part with both of these sections is that they both can detach with these Technic pins and then can interchange. So if you wanted to, you could put the pig pen right by the front door and then put this greenery section right over here on the side. Who doesn't want to walk out the front door right into a pig pen? Sticking with the exterior, I really like the color scheme to the whole burrow. You have this nice red and dark orange for the different roof sections throughout the build. Dark tan was used for the main framed wood exterior with some accents of wood printed boards scattered around. You also get these nice pops of color with the aqua and white windows, which I really like. One of my favorite parts to this whole set is all these stained glass windows that you see scattered throughout the different rooms. These are stickers, but do look really good. I also like how they use these little wood supports coming out in different sections, kind of supporting the different overhangs of the home. The other thing that is amazing about this building is just how they were able to achieve the different offsets and make this really cool look of being tilted over just like the burrow in the movie. Moving up the exterior, you get this really cool canopy over the 3rd floor balcony, as well as this nice brick chimney that towers over the entire house. Overall, the exterior of the burrow looks absolutely amazing. The designers crushed it, but now it's time to go through the front door and see all those interior details. The house is fully enclosed, but does swing open to show all the interior details on each level, which is really great. On the ground floor, we have this sink where the dishes are washing themselves. You can see this in action by pressing this button here. I'm really glad they added this function. Up top here on some shelving units, we have some stored luggage for Percy Weasley and then also some for probably Ginny, but could also be George. On the right here, we have the magical sweater being knit by itself. I like how they achieved the floating effect of the sweater and needles by connecting it to the front of the chair here like this. We also have this little desk area over here as well, but right in the center of the ground floor is the main attraction, the fireplace that is attached to the Floo network. Harry and the Weasleys can all travel using the Floo network by placing them like so, and then turning this knob up here, and away they go. On the overmantel, we have this nice sticker piece with all these different objects and items, with the best one being the family portrait of the Weasley family in Egypt, in my opinion. And then above the overmantel, we have one of these 2x3 collectible tiles. There are a total of 14 to collect, and you will get 2 in this set. The cool thing here, though, is that it appears that everyone's burrow has the chance to get different tiles of the different 14 that are made, so it makes everyone's burrow set kind of unique in its own way, which I love. On the other side of the ground floor, we have a full dining table where we see Harry and Weasley's having breakfast. We have a bunch of good food on the table, but if that's not enough, we do have some pixie puffs and some cheesy owls up top here in the cupboard. We've got lots of little stickers and knickknacks on the walls and windowsills, kind of making up this nice dining area scene. Over here on the left, we do have the family clock that tells us all the family members' locations, and then you can actually adjust the clock if you want by turning this knob on the exterior, which is fun. Next to this, we have a reference to Gilderoy Lockhart on the wall, and then over here, I also get my second collectible tile for the set. These are the 2 of the 14 that I got specifically in my burrow set. Kind of makes me want to go collect the other 12 now. There is also a front and back door on this level for going in and out. Moving up to, I guess, the attic of the ground floor is where we get the bedroom of Fred and George. Up here, we have 2 beds along with a chalkboard referencing some Weasley's Wizard Wheezies concepts. Each one of the concepts is built here in the room, so we have the extendable ear here, the sticky trainers in the corner here, and then the Storm in the bottle. Moving up to the second floor, we have Arthur and Molly's room. We have this really nice, cool, off-kilter wooden queen bed. I really like how they achieved this look. You have a couple of weasels in the form of a sticker on the footboard of the bed, and then this sticker piece for the patched quilt. We have some nice decorations and gadgets on the shelves up above with this telephone booth, and then this nice reference of an electrical plug. We also get a bathroom on the second floor. The bathroom looks really nice. I like the rubber ducky up here on top of the toilet, and also the fact that they put water in this toilet, and then also some in-use toilet paper right here. We have some really nice wallpaper on the walls in the bathroom, and then a picture of the toothbrushes of all the different family members up here, with Arthur having an electrical toothbrush figures. Behind the bathroom, we have Ginny's room, and we have to remove this top room in order to access it. It's a pretty simple room, just this single bed with the Hollyhead Harpies bedspread, and then a small desk in the corner with a newspaper from the Daily Prophet. She does have a couple posters on the wall. This one is a picture of the famous Holly Harpies Quidditch player Gwenog Jones, and then a poster of the very popular Wizarding World band, the Weird Sisters. The removable section right above Ginny's room is actually Ron's room. In his room, he has the nice floor mat with one single bed as well. He has the professional English Quidditch team, the Chudley Cannons, on the bedspread, as well as a poster of the team up here on the wall. He has a bunch of decorations sitting on some shelving around the room, along with a bunch of clocks. And there is one last area to explore. You can actually remove the ridge of the roof to get a look down into the attic, and you have a wrench here on the floor, as well as this chocolate frog card. These are basically trading cards in the movies that display pictures of famous witches and wizards, along with some facts about them. The other room on the third floor belongs to Percy, and he has the single bed with the Gryffindor bedspread and a small desk to get some work done. Pretty simple room here. And finally, we make it to the very top of the house. Right off of Ron's room, there is a ladder leading up to the top floor balcony. There's a small spider behind the ladder leading up, and then a few things in the corner here with a cup and a mug. But then we also have this printed box of Bertie Bott's jelly beans. It's been said that he discovered the disgusting every flavor bean by accidentally throwing a pair of socks into his jelly bean formula. Sounds delicious. With that said, though, you walk up the stairs and you have a beautiful view over the English countryside. You can also get a view of their owl, Errol, which is included in the set, bringing in the Daily Mail. I believe the body mold of Errol has been used previously, but the printing on his body and face is unique to this set. So yeah, that's a full tour of the Weasley house. I will say the rooms do feel a little cramped, and it is kind of hard to get in and see some of the details in some of the areas. Overall, though, I really like the build. It's just a lot of fun. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you will love this set, and then if you're just a fan of cool architecture, you'll really enjoy this one as well. Build experience was very solid on this set. I enjoyed it all the way through. It did not get old for me at any point in time. So out of a potential grade on build experience of 40, I'm going to put this one all the way up at 33, which I think is a fair grade. The display of this set is really where it's at for me, and that is honestly the main reason I bought this. I've always liked the look of the previous Burrow sets, but just never really pulled the trigger for some reason, but I'm glad I waited because this truly is the ultimate Burrow. This house is just so unique in the way it almost looks like it's about to collapse, and the Lego designers did an incredible job, as I said. I also have to say that even though the rooms are cramped, I actually really like the size of the model. The size comes in at 46 centimeters or 18 inches high, and then 23 centimeters or 9 inches wide. It's not so massive where you really have to figure out where to display it, but it's also not so small that it's underwhelming. There's also a good amount of play functions throughout the set. You have the usable Flu network, we have the self-washing dishes, which is one of my favorite parts of the set, and then the working Weasley clock. You also get the full Weasley family, so there is a lot of fun and play that can be had with this set. I think the display and play functions on this set is one of the stronger categories for the Burrow, so I'm going to put the display at 9, the play functions at 9 as well. So that is a total grade out of 20 of 18. On the value of the set, the price per piece comes in at just over 10.5 cents per piece, which is not too bad. Comparing it to the older models, it falls just a little bit higher than the original 2010 version, which came in right at 10.5 cents per piece. And then the 2020 model was the best price per piece at 9.5 cents. So the price per piece is okay, but could be better. The minifigures are selling higher right now with its recent release, but even though there are some exclusive minifigures and a couple first-timers, I don't think they're going to be hugely valuable. affordable. There are a lot of minifigures with 10, so that's a plus. Overall, it's a solid value, but I wouldn't call it an amazing value. I think this is going to be more of a buy, probably somewhere in that $200 range. The other head scratcher for me is kind of why they put it at $260 and not just put it at $250. It seems like that extra $10 is just kind of a way for Lego to get a few more dollars out of the consumer, but that's just my opinion. Grade on the overall value of this set, though, is going to be solid regardless. I'm going to put this one at 15 out of 20. So where does that leave us on whether to run out and grab this set or maybe just to leave the set altogether? The final grade on the set with all points tallied up is going to put the set at a grade of 81 out of 100. That will put the Burrow into the consider buying this set category, which I think is correct. I don't think this is a must buy. You know, maybe for some heavy Harry Potter fans, it is a must buy, and that I can completely understand because it is really cool. But for the average consumer, I think it's a really cool set, a really cool build if you can find it at the right price or with the right promos. That might be a time to go for it. And this Burrow will look good on display in your house.